Big garage sale over the weekend? Or do you
No,
not want to talk about that? Big.
Yeah, well, my mother had a garage sale over the weekend. I was tied up doing that. I should have stopped in with some bug repellent or some big bug
No
killer.
need to worry. Hold on. Andrew, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, Andrew's on the road. He's on his way over to, I don't know where else to go, but maybe Walmart.
Well, yeah, they're open. They're
All right.
open now.
So I think you'd go over into their home section, their outdoor section. Maybe they'll have it. Like, I think when you walk into that Walmart, you turn right to the right.
I think they have a section, ant murderers.
I do,
section.
yeah.
That's,
Well, we're going
that's
after, I hate to say, we're going after the babies. We're going after the eggs of the ants, and we're going to get them. Wait till you see this taro stuff. If you have ant problems, you place these things out, and it's a liquid. It's like a syrupy liquid, and the ants, like, run right to it. You'll look in maybe an hour later, and there'll be a cluster of ants all on top of it, which I'd rather have them on top of that than crawling on my headphones.
Or in my coffee. Like, I went to take a sip of coffee earlier.
You have an
and
ant
there were
in there.
3 ants floating in my coffee.
And they're little ones.
Yeah, they're
So,
tiny.
all right,
Protein.
Andrew, it's in an orange and blue container, Terro.
Did you put the ants in here so you could do a spot for taro?
No, well, that's not me. Although we got hit with big ones this year, big, large ants. And you just have to live with it until it'll clean them out, but it usually takes a few days. But with this stuff, you see it working, as opposed to just spraying all over the place. And you know. All right, Andrew, so that's that. So no ant repellents or anything like that you had over at the garage sale. But
we did not.
It seems like you made some pretty decent money out of that.
We did. We made over $1,000. It was actually like $1,300. But
wow.
As I had mentioned, we had... boy, there was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff. And my mother, who did so much work for this, was letting stuff go dirt cheap. Actually, my aunt was helping us out, and she's like, I can't believe you let that stuff go for so cheap. She's like, I want to get rid of it.
They're worse.
They're going to use it.
How much stuff did you have to bring back in after it was all over?
Well, I would say like a little less than half of what we put out.
Yeah, that's the problem with it.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I think what you have to commit to doing is donating it or putting it out to the curb and saying free, and then it really will go. All those things that people are hemming and hawing over, because it's a quarter too high, it'll go really, really quickly when it's free.
And don't do that when it's going to rain.
Yeah,
it's just a word of advice.
It's hard to tell the next couple of days.
Yesterday was brutal, and we really nobody showed up yesterday. But it's funny. I was telling her a story that you told me when you had one was you had like some glassware out, and you were asking 25 cents, and the guy's like, "I'll give you a dime."
Yeah.
And how do you counter that? You're like, "No, give me 15."
Yeah.
You're like, "Just take it."
My counter was, "You can have it. Just take it.
Just go.
Just take it.
Get out of here."
What am I going to do with the dime?
See, that's why I'm not good at garage sales, because I can't haggle. So
no, I can't either. Just take it. You can have it. I'm terrible at it. I literally lock myself away whenever we have one. I have my wife handle it and my kids handle it, because I am the worst at it. Then I'll feel bad for somebody, some kid trying to buy it, and I'll give it away. I end up giving everything away. So we're better off just putting free on everything. And it will go if it's free.
Correct.
It'll go. One time my grandparents called up my father and said, hey, we just paid $50 for an entire garage sale. We bought out the rest of the garage sale. So we just need your help. So my father got his truck and all of us, and we all went over, and it was mounds and mounds of just stuff and clothes. And I remember them having to go into the attic and to put 2 long wires up in the attic, and with coat hangers, just filled the attic with clothes that was already on hangers. And I remember my grandfather saying, hey, if the clothes aren't worth any of those coat hangers are. And that's
funny.
That's the last time I think my parents let my grandparents do that.
One of my sisters has this down to a science. She picks. She does garbage picking. And she'll grab somebody's old dresser, and then she refurbishes it, and then she sells it at a garage sale.
You could make money doing that.
And she has the people who
or at a
originally
craft sale.
Discarded it coming to her house and either saying, oh my gosh, I want to buy that back, or yelling at her because this was theirs and now she's
free.
selling it.
Donald Trump in the news, of course, this stuff about, even people like Newt Gingrich who have come out and supported Trump. He just is making it more and more difficult for Republicans to support him. The latest comments, can you imagine, though, saying that a judge can't be the judge, that he's unfair because he's Mexican? We wouldn't do it with any other race. Could you imagine saying the judge can't be fair in this case because he's black? You can't go down that road. But he did even further by saying it'd be like, and this is how he explained the Mexican comment. He explained it away by saying, look if he was Muslim, could we trust a Muslim judge? I can't believe those words have come out of Donald Trump's mouth. And I guess I should be able to. You should believe it, right?
And it's interesting that I thought about this weekend with Muhammad Ali passing.
Who is Muslim?
He was an American icon. Has anyone asked Trump, like, did you dislike, distrust?
Yeah, continue. Keep talking while the ants are crawling on me.
Muhammad Ali. I mean, the guy was a cultural icon in this country. And, oh, by the way, Donald, he's Muslim. Can you believe it? So Well,
he was different. That's how Trump would. See, I like Muhammad Ali, so I can't be racist. That's how Trump would explain that away. And the sad thing is he doesn't understand what he's saying. I don't think this is any, all along it's like, hey, we're going to get a rise out of people, and this is how I'm going to win the primary. The primary's over. And even Newt Gingrich saying the primary is over, he now has to change his rhetoric. No, I can't imagine anyone would vote for him after some of the things he said during the primary. Any other candidate would not survive it. It would take one statement and they would say, I can't, that's ruined his career. Mm-hmm. He's done. He won't be able to make it. With Trump, he's untouchable. This won't probably change everybody's minds, but what it will do for these people that have come out, even somebody like Newt Gingrich or McConnell, it makes them really question, what have we gotten ourselves into?
And we're late in the game now. So
late in the game, there's no turning back.
Right.
Donald Trump was speaking in California on Friday. This was kind of funny. Of a sea of white people, a sea of his supporters, he sees a black guy in the crowd and he calls him out.
We had a case where we had an African-American guy who was a fan of mine. Great fan. Great guy. In fact, I want to find out what's going on with him. You know what look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. And I'm not, listen, if I took a bunch of calls here and Andrew's getting taro to kill the ants. I don't get upset if I'm ripping on Trump. I'm not going to do it all day long. I'm not Glenn Beck. I have never told anybody that I would vote for him. I will never vote for him. I can't vote for him. That's just me. So I'll do my best to go on and not obsess about it, but that's just me. Sorry. I feel that way. I really feel that I can't be out of principle based on some of the things that have been said. Am I taking any of these, or what are these?
We've got our next guest is on 1, and Andrew is on 2.
Okay, let's take Andrew, who is over in Walmart. Did you find the stuff?
I've just entered.
You can't get back here soon enough. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Bottle now.
I feel bad for Christine.
Is it a bottle? Don't get a bottle.
Well, I don't know.
It should be it should be a box.
All right.
And
you know what I mean. I was going for effect.
Yeah, there are bottles, but I don't think we want that. I think we want the little containers. They're little. You'll see they come in little plastic canister type things, and you cut them with scissors and you sit them down all over the studio, and the ants will come a flocking. It'll be
come a flocking.
Get whatever you can get. Here's Christine with an update. 6:47. Here she is. 8:47 can't come soon enough. Here's Christine Bellino.